hear the music I was talking about. So there's the speakers, and they play music throughout the entire downtown, which is pretty fun because who wants to walk in quiet? You're the only one I care enough to hurt. I know it's been a while since I have brought a vlog tour to you guys, so we're bringing it back this week here in Monroe, North Carolina. The sun's out, the rain is gone, the cold is over, so what better time to come outside and show you guys a new town right outside of Charlotte, North Carolina. If this is your first time on our YouTube channel, welcome to Discover Charlotte. My name is Brandy Reinschmidt. I'm a local realtor here in Charlotte, North Carolina, and we help you discover Charlotte as if you're local. We get calls, emails, and text messages every day from people just like you looking to relocate to the area. So if that's you, be sure to send us a message or hop on a call with us. But first, be sure to hit that subscribe button and tap that notification bell so you can continue to get notified when we post new videos every week about discovering Charlotte. You haven't heard of Monroe, North Carolina? It's okay, I don't blame you. So Monroe is actually a really small suburb outside of Charlotte. It is about 45 minutes, depending on where you're coming from, in the southeast side of it. And it is actually a small town. So from the years 2010 to 2020, Monroe actually only grew 2,000 people in population. That's crazy. 2,000 people in 10 years. That is nuts. So nobody was coming here. Nobody was moving here. Still pretty rural, not a lot of opportunity, but since 2020 till now, we've grown crazy amounts, and we are actually sitting at a population of 34,000 people. And we're going to talk about what's drawing people here to Monroe. The economy is strong. We've got the affordability. We've got the good schools. I mean, the list just goes on. But we're going to start here in downtown. You can see it's super cute. It still has the old historic charm. Right behind me, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous funeral home. I know, kind of morbid to say funeral home is gorgeous, but honestly it is. It's an old Victorian style home. What can you not like about that? Downtown Monroe is actually going through like a revitalization project, much like a lot of these other suburbs around Charlotte. That's actually something that I love about Charlotte is you'll hear a lot of people from larger cities say like it doesn't have a lot of walkability to it. But I beg to differ. You just got to go outside of actual Charlotte into these downtown areas, and you'll find that actually does have some pretty good walkability and some pretty good character to it. You know, all these other suburbs like Kannapolis and Concord and Fort Mill, they all have these little downtown areas, and they're so cute because they're filled with local businesses, usually owned by people in the community here. You know, it's not filled with a bunch of like chains and everything. So it's just kind of fun. Monroe's downtown is going through this kind of renovation project. The city Monroe was originally established back in the 1840s. It was a planned community, but it actually got put on the map as a railway hub station. So trains would come in and out of here to bring goods, and then it could be traded for local agricultural products. So it became kind of like a rail hub, turning the population into a big transient population that became known as railway men. I think I'm saying that right, railway men. There are over 140 shops here in downtown. It's home to many local restaurants. You've got some boutiques. You have some antique shops, which I'm definitely going to go check in. I love a good antique shop. You've got a record store that plays like old vinyl records. And one really fun thing, speaking about like records and music, is we're sitting at the end of the strip here. You'll see there's like an old school church right behind us. And we're at the end of it because as you get like kind of right past that wall right there, the city actually plays music out and about. So it's really fun, but it does kind of make it hard to record a video in it. So, and we're going to take you downtown in a minute and show you all these other spots here. You have old school sandwich shops that were here in the 1920s to locally made crafts and everything. So it really is pretty cool. You even have a brewery. South Range is a brewery here. If you know anything about Charlotte or really North Carolina in general, we are not shy about our beer. I swear, I haven't looked this up, but I'm going to. I know I said it in another video. I swear, I do believe that Charlotte and North Carolina is like the leading state for craft beer. Charlotte alone has just about 80 breweries. It probably is 80 at this point, but the suburbs around it are participating as well. They are doing a really good job of having these restaurants and these breweries come to town that people, you know, young professionals or different age groups of families can really enjoy. So South Range Brewery is down here right in downtown, right at this corner. You'll see some umbrellas right there. There we go. That is the brewery. So we're gonna take a look. We're gonna show you some of the shops down here and we'll get into it. Hear the music I was talking about? So there's the speakers and they play music throughout the entire downtown, which is pretty fun because who wants to walk in quiet? You're the only one I care enough to hurt. So I just stopped in to this Backstage Vintage here. It's right at the corner of Main Street. Met the owner, Judy. She's to die for. She's amazing. But they have every piece of clothing, well, not every piece of clothing, but every clothing from every era of the 1920s. How cool is that? So if you're throwing like a 1920s Wolf on Wall Street type party, go check out Backstage. It's so cool. So there you have it, downtown Monroe. We stopped into a few different shops. There's a sandwich shop. Unfortunately, I just ate lunch, so I'm not super hungry, but it was here in the 1930s. So a sandwich shop that's been around from 1930s in the same spot. Amazing. We popped in, talked to a few of the shop owners, and they just say it's incredible, the growth of it, and it seems like new businesses are coming here every day. So that is part of the kind of rejuvenation project here that the city has kind of spearheaded. They're trying to get more people and more businesses into downtown. So that will tie me into our next fun fact. What is Monroe known for? Oddly enough, and get ready, this is going to take you back, the aerospace industry. I know it sounds weird, but they are. They're known for their aerospace industry, and they actually have a Charlotte Monroe Enterprise Airport is also here. They have a 6,000 square foot runway. They're extending it to 7,000 square feet to accommodate more businesses to be able to fly their jets here and leave them here to try and attract more businesses to come into the downtown area. So they are actively working on bringing new life into this and new spaces into this. And I have to say they're doing an incredible job. Aside from aerospace, what else is Monroe known for? Well, Monroe is actually also a really good place for the medical industry. So the Carolina Medical Center is here. We've got Novant Health over here, and there's several other. Here's an old antique car. They must be getting ready for an antique car show here, which is one of the many activities that they do here in Monroe. There's always like crafts and festivals and antique car shows and stuff here. So there's always activities happening here. But aside from that, you've got the aerospace industry here, and then you also have the medical industry here, which is two of the large economic drivers here in Monroe. So there's our tour of downtown. Now let's get into some housing stuff. Okay, so we're finally making it to go look at some houses. We are right on the main road here, so I'm gonna tell you some information first. So there's a lot of historic homes around downtown. We're just literally right outside of the downtown area, like a minute drive. You've got your old mill houses, you've got your old Victorian houses, and this one that we're gonna take a look at is gorgeous. And so overall, affordability here in Monroe is amazing. So the average home price here is $289,000, which is 17% less than the U.S. average. The average here in the U.S. is about $340,000 for the average home price. And Monroe actually has a good amount of renters here. So it's about, I think it's like 54% homeowners and the rest are renters. And here's why. Rent here is only not on median. The average is $930 a month. Again, that is 25% lower than the US average. So house pricing is affordable, renting here is affordable, and you have a huge variety of houses. So we're gonna show you this old Victorian one right there. You can see the steeple. That is the end of the main street that we just saw it. So literally walkable downtown. Who would not wanna live right here in this cute house? Let's take a look. This amazing house right here. Listen to the little water feature. Oh, it's so cute. This is 4,200 square feet, 4-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom. And guys, this is only listed at $545. $545 for an old historic Victorian style home, minutes away from downtown. This in Belmont alone would cost around $1 million. This in Charlotte, well, you'd have to be in like South Park area. This would cost like $2 million. So affordability is huge here. I mean, look at that wraparound porch. Oh, just take my heart. So while this house is older, this is obviously antique. antique, what? Vintage, old Victorian, antique, vintage. We're using all the words today. And obviously downtown is old, built in the 1840s. Most of the development here in Monroe is actually newer. It's actually like 30 years old. Houses here are built in like the 80s and 90s. There's still a lot of new construction opportunities happening. So let's go take a look at some of the other options that you can get here in Monroe. So in case old Victorian style homes are not your style, they have many, many new construction communities here. We are in a Ryan home community called Cottage Green. You can see they have a variety of floor plans here, 2 stories, single stories, but your average price point here is going to be right at that $360 price point. Most are in that 3-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom kind of range. But yeah, this is about a 6-minute drive from downtown. There's a couple food lines right along the way. So this is kind of more of what you're going to see, more common, you know, your more average style home. Again, this is in the $360 price range. So you can still get a pretty good size home here. I mean, this in other areas of Charlotte would, you know, cost you in the $400 range. So this is Ryan Home Community. There's a few other new construction communities that we can show you, we can take a look at, but you have variety. You've got old mill homes. I mean, you just have a variety of styles. Our next community that we're going to go to is a little bit different. You've got older homes, brick style homes, larger homes with larger lots. It is a beautiful community, but let's go take a look. So we're here at the Village Lake community here. You can see these houses are larger, they're brick, they're gorgeous. A lot of them here have over an acre lot. They range from anywhere from 3,000 square foot and up. There is a lake in the community over there. And these homes are going to run anywhere from the mid-8s up to the above millions. So as you can see, you have a variety of home choices. You can do a townhome. They're still building new construction townhomes. You can do an average like new construction home in the mid 3s to 4s, or you can come over here a little bit higher to the luxury. This community is about 15 minutes outside of downtown Monroe. So you are getting a little bit further away, but I mean, look at the amount of space that you get. It's beautiful out here. It's quiet. So that's it. That's a wrap on our Monroe community. You got to take a tour of downtown. The growth here is just incredible. You have a variety of housing. And another really cool factor that I forgot to mention is the commute times. So the commute times to Charlotte is about 40-minute drive. If you're going to like the southeast corner of Charlotte, it's about 25 minutes. But in the past couple years, they have turned 74 into a bypass road with tolls. You don't have to take it, but you can. And that helps your commute time a good bit. So it makes the drive into Charlotte a bit easier. So there you have it, folks. If you have any questions or if you have anything else you want to know about the Monroe community or any other communities you would like for us to check out, drop the comments in the below. And I'll talk to you soon. Until next time.